Welcome back to Stamping at the Warren, and today I'm sharing with you this lovely Christmas card which is using the Embellished Ornaments stamp set, and I'm using this lovely big fat bauble here, and also the holly branch. You could stamp some other bits, but I'm going to be die cutting these because this comes as a bundle with the delicate ornaments dies, which you'll be seeing a little bit later. So there's just one colour for or two colours I should say for today, and that's Old Olive from the Brights collection and Night of Navy from the Regals collection. So I've tried to keep it simple but with lots of sparkle. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. Moving my lighting now. And the first thing you need to do is make your card base. This is a 6-inch card, so you want to trim your cardstock, your thicker Whisper White cardstock, to, I'll do it in Imperial first, so 12 inches by 6 inches, and then scoring the long side at 6 inches, and in metric that is 30 centimeters by 15 centimeters and scoring at 15 centimeters. Fold away or rather towards the ridged crease where your fold is, where you've done that, and then just burnish that fold with a bone folder, and that can go to one side until we're ready. Next you want a piece of regular Whisper White cardstock, and that measures 10 centimeters square, and onto this is going to be stamping the holly leaves and the bauble. So the bauble first, that I've stamped in Night of Navy. I love this colour, it's just so intense and rich. The benefit of inking up your stamps when they're upside down is you can actually see if you've got everything, and then you want this centrally on the card, and it's down, press and straight back up. Okay, put that over there. Next you want to stamp the holly, and I've used Old Olive ink for that, and you just want 2 leaves or 2 twigs, branches, whatever you want to call them, coming down this way. That's the first part, and then this one, just rotate your cardstock around a little bit, and then this one can come down here. There you go. And then you can close that ink pad, and whilst the Night of Navy ink pad is still out, you can stamp the sentiment, which comes from the Antique Tags stamp set, which is the Hostess stamp set. So unfortunately you can only purchase that if you've got a qualifying workshop or online order. And I'm doing the sentiment, which this one coordinates with the washi label tag, the punch, and so just allow for the fact that you need to punch that out, so I'll give it a little bit of a border. And this one is just glad tidings at Christmas. Oh look, and it didn't come out. See, that's typical. Too busy yakking. Right, so turn it over, start again, and there you go, it's come out that time. I'm just going to leave that to one side until we're ready for that. And you can now close up your ink pads because all the stamping is done, so very little to do. Next step is to mat this onto a piece of glimmer paper. No, I'm wrong, it was the Night of Navy, which is 14 by 14 centimeters, and you just want to mat that on using fast fuse. Stupid me. That's that. And then that is matte onto this beautiful glimmer paper, which is 10.8 by 10.8 centimeters. And again, we're going to mat this using glimmer paper. I've tried all sorts of adhesives, and I find personally that with the glimmer paper, it's such a fine glitter on this that not all glues stick very well, and I have found that the Fast Fuse is by far and away the better one, but I do put a piece on all sides, whereas normally I just do a couple of strips. And look at the sparkle. Can you see the sparkle on there? Look. There's lots more sparkle to come, and that can sit just there for a moment. Next, the bit that we're doing next is to create the top of the loop, the little top bit of the bauble, and also this little bit of embellishment down here. And I've just realised I've left something behind me, so one moment. I need the punch. Do it whilst I remember. There we go, sorry about that. Right, so these are the bits we're going to do. I have already die cut them out just because my workstation here doesn't allow me. So these are the two little pieces, and I've used gold foil. Now, getting these little bits out, intricate dies can be an absolute nightmare, and people usually end up screaming at the die cut because it's not come out cleanly, or it's taken you forever with your piercing tool to get it all out. Well, Stampin' Up has come up with the answer, which is this precision plate. Now, I got it wrong to start off with. I was using the wrong side, as you can see. And basically, this plate takes the place of one of your cutting plates, one of the acrylic cutting plates. But what it does allow is for really, really intricate dies to be run through your big shot just the once. So no need to keep running it backwards and forwards. And the simple sandwich is your precision plate. Then you put your cardstock, or your, in this case, the foiled cardstock, and have that face down so that your cutting plate is beneath it. And then you've got your multi-purpose platform on, well, you've got no tabs open, so it's on tab 2, and then the precision plate goes down on here. And it works by putting equal pressure over the die. Now, there is something that you need to do, need to make sure you're doing, and that is that you keep moving around the place that you put your die when you're die cutting, because often we tend to use the same bit in the middle. So just to get the best out of it, just keep moving where you put your dies when you're cutting out. So that's how I cut those little elements out. And we'll just carry on with the building. So the next job to do is bring our little card front back in, and to pop part of a Stampin' dimensional on the back. So you just want your paper snips. I use the edges for this sort of thing. So you just want to snip off a little piece of a Stampin' dimensional. That's still a bit too long. I'll just snip a bit more off, and this will just help it to be raised up a little bit. So that goes on the top of your bauble, right there. Use your piercing tool and make sure you've got a piercing mat. I'm just going through onto my grid paper, but make sure you've got a piercing mat or something, a foam mat of some sort beneath you. Piercing tool, and just create a little hole through which we're going to put some gold cording trim. So if you put it through from this side, just open the hole up a little bit, pop it through from here, if it will play ball, but it's not, so we'll go this way. There we go. And then just tie it off on the other side. Cut off the excess. And there you go, you've got your piece there. And that's all secure now, there's no need for adhesives or anything like that. To put your little die cut on here, there is another adhesive, and it is here. Sorry, I thought it was over the other side again. Oh, my puppy has been distracting me no end this morning. He's been an absolute monkey. Right, this is the fine tip glue pen, and it's brilliant for putting small die cuts on. So you just want to open it, but there is, oh look, wrong bit. Do you know I do that every time? So you want to go for here. I've done it again. Honestly, once I've got, it's just this white cap that needs to come off. Right, can you see the pin? You see that? You need to be really careful of these parts because it's really easy to damage them, but the glue is, the tip is so fine, and you can just work your way around your die cut, putting just tiny amounts of glue on. You barely need to put any pressure on it, and then that can go down centrally on there like that. And to close it, the easiest way is to have your finger actually holding the tip there, and then you can bring the top bit down, and because I'm on camera it's probably not going to do it properly, but you really do want to protect that needle. You kind of slide it down over your finger, and it doesn't want to go in now, but you do need to close it really quickly, otherwise it will clog. There we go. And the whole point of the needle is to stop it clogging up, you know, like the Crystal Effects can. Right, there you go, your little embellishment die cuts on there, and then what's left is sparkle. And normally I say understate it. No, with this one you just want to go to town. So start off with a fairly large one in the centre there, and then all I did was I used different sizes, and wherever there's what appears to be a little holly berry, I have put a little basic rhinestone, and it's just going to give that last bit of real sparkle to this project. After all, what's Christmas if it's not about sparkle and pizzazz and glitter and all of those things. Right, I'm sure I'm missing some here. And I think I'm going to pop a little one in that flower centre there, and a little one in that flower centre there. And if that card doesn't sparkle now, I mean, honestly. Okay, right, so this can now go down onto the card base using Stampin' Dimensionals. right in front of me there. 1, 2, and you just need 4, 1 in each corner. Big enough and sticky enough and thick enough that you don't need to put lots and lots on. And if you want extra depth, you just lay them up. You just put another Stampin' Dimensional on the top of that. Right, this goes down on here, fairly centrally, as centrally as you can get it. I go by eye. You can use a ruler. You can use a piercing tool and measure it all up equally and pop a little dot in the corners, sort of like just like that, if you want to line it all up properly. And then the final thing is to punch out your sentiment using the washi label tag punch upside down. You can see where you're going. There you go. And another couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that one. And then this one just goes at the top of your card. And there you have it. So I hope you like that very sparkly card today. And I'll see you again tomorrow with another project. Thanks for watching. Don't forget all of my social media accounts are listed in the following information below, including my online store if you want to order any products. If you have any questions, please contact me through any of my social media outlets, and I look forward to seeing you again. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.